Hello everybody, welcome to this course on learning communication systems with LT Spice. Today is going to be the last lecture in this module. We have seen AM modulation, AM pulse position modulation, pulse width modulation, pulse amplitude modulation, and today we are going to see the frequency modulation. So this is going to be done. So now, like I said before itself, that this course is nothing to do with theory. It is an implementation of communication system circuits in LT Spice, right? Okay, so here this particular implementation we are going to do using an IC known as ICL 8038. This is a function generator IC, and it can generate square wave, sine wave, and triangular wave, whose frequency can be adjusted by this timing capacitor. It also allows us to do frequency modulation, where there are two pins 7 and 8 here. We can give a sinusoidal signal here and obtain a frequency modulated output at the sine output, right? So to begin with, this IC wouldn't be default available in your LT Spice. So let's see how to import this model and this chip into your LT Spice. So this is where you can download the Spice model of this chip. So you can go to my web page sanjayvidyadharan.in, and there you have this download sections. Here you have this model of the chip. So you have the Spice models. You can click on that, and this is the model, Spice model. So on clicking that, this would get downloaded, and you can. This is the zip file, and inside that I have this lib file. Okay, .lib file, IC 8038.lib file. Okay, so that I can extract, and then I'll show you how to import this into the LT Spice. Now I have downloaded this. So this is the .lib file, the model file. Okay. Now I need to place this model file in the appropriate directory. So how to find out the path of that directory? So I open up an LT Spice file. Okay, and a new schematic. I press on this component window. So this path is shown here. Okay, so I have to go to that and I have to follow this path correctly. Else, if I just place that .lib file anywhere in any folder, then it wouldn't work. Okay. So now in this case, it is in my case, it is C users mono documents LT Spice, and then lib and then symbol. So I am going to do that. So let me. So I am going to go C, right, and users and mono, and then documents, LT Spice, and then lib. Okay. Now here inside the lib, I have something known as sub, and the sub directory contains all the .lib files and the model files and the symbol file. Okay. Here, when I click here, it indicated towards symbol. Okay, but as of now, I have not yet created the symbol. I just have the .lib file. Okay, so this is the .lib file. So I need to place that .lib file here, right? So this .lib file, I am placing it this LT Spice library. Inside that library, there is some one is sub, which has got all the .lib files and model files and sim. So in the sub folder, where I have all this .sub and .lib, I am going to place this out here, right? So it is already there. So let me just do replace. Okay, so that I have placed this out here. Okay, now after doing that, okay, again I open LT Spice. Okay, file now and open. Right now I go back to this instead of a symbol, I go back to my lib here. Okay, and I go to the sub. Okay, here I go to select all files, right? And if I select the all files, then I'll be able to see that .lib file here. Okay, it is IC, right? So is that right? So this is the .lib file. Okay, so this .lib file I'm opening up. So this is the .lib file which would open, right? So what have I done? I have taken the .lib file and I have placed it in the correct directory. After placing it the correct directory, again I have gone to ltspice file open, and I have again followed the same path and opened that .lib file, right? And the .lib file wouldn't come of its own because you have to select the oil file, open. Now this is instead of schematic, now all file options you have to give, okay? And this path has to be in the subfolder, because not in the symbol folder, because you have placed the .lib file in the lib folder, in the lib and sub, right? So instead of this so you have to come to this correct folder where you have placed the .lib file, and then you click right click here and then create symbol. It says OS because I already had created it once. So this is what, right? Now this is the symbol created. Now file, okay, save as, okay. Now it says auto generated. So here let me go to the okay, let it generate here, no problem. Where is the it is in library symbol and auto generated, okay. Yes, so that is saved there. So let me go back to that folder and see whether that symbol file has been generated or not. So let me go there, see again users, right? Documents, and then it was ltspice and lib, and then in symbol, and it has auto generated. So this has been generated here. Let me copy that and put it in the symbols place, okay. I had already placed it earlier, so it says okay, let me do replace option, okay. Now in the symbol, no, initially I had placed this .lib file in the lib subfolder, right? And I opened up that and created a symbol. Again, I generated that symbol, and now that symbol is placed here in the symbol folder. Okay. Now again I open ltspice. Okay. File open, right? So ltspice. Okay. A lib symbol schematic and all files, okay. And then I go to this, okay. Now this I can see this, and why I am opening up this is, and what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to insert some text, okay. So if you see here, the pin 1 is sine wave adjust, okay. So that becomes an easy for me. So I am writing sine wave adjust, and I don't want that to be too big, okay. So I'm going to place it here, right? So if I give a description, connection becomes sine wave out. Pin number 2 is sine wave out. I'm just in edit duplicate. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to write sine wave out. Okay. So this is sine wave out, and similarly triangle way out. Likewise, I have given the names, okay, so that connections, while making connections, I don't make an error. So this is how the pin has been generated, and this IC has been generated. the schematic as well as the pin configuration has been generated here. To know more about this IC 8038, you can download the datasheet which is available on the web page, right? So you can download this, and you will get the right parameters, and also right you will get the schematic, right? So these are the schematics and the pin configurations, and how to make the connections for various modes of operations. Okay, that you could download from the web page. Okay, now I am doing a just simulation as a functional block, right? To do the simulation as per today's simulation for checking the functionality of generating sine, triangular, and square wave. So where did I get this from? If I go to the component, since it's already there, we have placed this in the symbol directory. I can directly take this, right? So this is how I can take. Now, if you see here, the FM bias is not given here, so I'm not giving any signal for modulating it, right? So I'm just going to see whether it is going to generate sine, triangle, and square wave. So I've done a simulation, and let me just plot the sine wave, square wave, and the triangular wave, right? So so this is the square wave. Now this is the sine wave, and this is the triangular wave, right? So I have used this 4.7 nano. Suppose if I use 1 nano out here, then I would get a different frequency, right? So that's why I can change that frequency by varying the timing capacitor out here, right? So now let me open up and schematic where I have configured it for. Let me close this. So this I have now if you see here, I have configured for FM. So an FM signal is being given here, okay, to the pin 7 and 8. So an input sinusoidal signal is given here. So if I run the simulation, so this is my input sinusoidal signal, and if I see the FM output, so if you see here, when the signal amplitude is increasing, this is it's low frequency, and when the signal is low, it's high frequency, right? So as per the amplitude, the frequency of the FM signal is changing. Okay, so this is what is known as the FM modulation, right? As per the amplitude here, the positive as the amplitude is increasing, frequency is decreasing. That's the only. If you want the other way around, you got to invert the input signal. Okay, so this is how. Now coming to important thing. Now how to demodulate it. Okay, so this was my initial signal. Okay, let me delete everything. This was my initial signal. Then I used this chip to generate an FM modulation signal. So this is my FM modulation. If you see here, the frequency, when the signal is low, it's high frequency, and when the signal amplitude is high, it's low frequency. That signal, I am going to convert it into a sine wave by passing it through an op-amp 741 in an open loop configuration is going to be used as an comparator, and since this sinusoidal signal is swinging from say close to 4 to 8, I have taken the reference voltage as 6 to generate a square wave out here, and since this is an I'm going to give it into IC 555, which works in 0 to 5 volt. So I am going to give a -1 volt here power supply, so that this is generating an PWM. So now let me plot the PWM. So this is my PWM waveform, right? So if you see this PWM, now this signal has been converted into a PWM, right? So let me remove this. Okay, now I have got a PWM. That PWM through IC 555, this we saw how to demodulate a PWM in our earlier class. First we are going to generate a PAM, right? So this is the PAM. This this is the PAM signal. So right, this is the PAM signal. Now if you see, if I use a filter and capture this envelope, I will get back my original signal. So this is the filter. Now so about this circuit and this circuit I had already explained when we were discussing PWM. So now I see after the filter, so I am getting the demodulated waveform. So let me put it here. So if you see here, this is the input sinusoidal signal, and this is the demodulated waveform, and this is the FM signal which we had transmitted, right? So this is how overall we can get an FM modulated signal and also demodulate the FM signal received at the receiver end. Okay, thank you.